Hi there, it's Friday of UK Board Games Expo, and we're here with Andy from Basically Wooden. So you produce various laser cut wooden products?
We do.
So what have you got in your hands right now?
This is our standard Carcassonne box, which has been made for the sort of the Carcassonne collectors that just want something nice to get all their sort of expansions together.
Oh, cool. So it's got slots so you can differentiate all the different expansions?
Yeah, we have all the different expansions that can be bought. I've got a fairly modest collection of about 6 or 7 expansions, and I use a small box like this, which is perfectly adequate.
Oh,
but
cool.
For the real keen boys, we do one double the size, which will hold all, I think it's 45 expansions that have been delivered.
Oh yeah, because there's all the little ones and all of the...
Some were given away with sort of magazines and things over the years.
Well, as our viewers will know, I used to work doing laser cutting and building various things. So how have you found it trying to convert? I mean, like, you've got one thing I could never really do, which is you've got these lovely catch mechanisms on them.
Yes.
So, I mean, what sort of level of R&D goes into it? Because, you know, I have fond memories of nights spent swearing at the computer trying to figure out how to get something to move. I mean, so...
Yeah, I mean, I am a carpenter and joiner, so I had a basic knowledge of sort of hinges and mechanisms and what have you. But we did a bit of sort of internet surfing and found out a few ideas on to get a spring action with sort of like partially cutting through the plywood.
Oh, cool.
Which gives you this sort of nice little spring action.
Yeah.
But during our R&D, people were tending to sort of push the buttons in too far and break them. So we've got little sort of holders now which prevent the over...
So there's that nice level of you've made sure they work rather than just making something and sending it out.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. We've managed to break them ourselves.
Yeah, well, hey, you've got to break it to make sure it works,
That's right, right.
Yeah.
So we wanted to move on to something with the card people as well. So my son's into card gaming, and he suggested deck boxes. Yeah. And at the moment, I think the sort of most people buy the sort of £2-3 plastic
the little
pop-up
Ultra
things.
Pro, like pop-open ones.
Which tend to break after a certain amount of time. They sort of. So we thought with our wanting to do
something a bit more solid,
wooden products, a bit more solid, something that people can enjoy and we can personalise. We do these deck boxes and we have the ability to etch in the names.
Okay, so people can get them like custom to themselves. Now that is something I know people are always after.
All our products can be personalised. You can have your name printed on the front.
Fantastic.
So where we've got sort of the Carcassonne logo, if you really wanted to, you could have sort of Fred's box on there as well. If you wanted to. You know.
Yeah, that is very cool. So,
but particularly with the deck boxes, we thought that might be a good idea.
Handy, So whereabouts on the internet are you based? Where can people find you?
They can find us at basicallywooden.co.uk.
Okay.
And we turn our personalised products around in about 3 to 5 days.
Oh, that's quick, actually. It's quicker than I was.
But hopefully after the expo we'll be so busy it might be 7 to 10 days.
Yeah, so fair enough.
Let's hope.
Oh, so what kind of kind of price can people expect for a personalised one? Because that's going to be the question we're going to get bombarded with. How much?
We're just charging an extra £2 on our deck boxes.
That is really good. Also, if you're wondering why I'm fidgeting around, they have a little dog called Rosie down here, and she keeps licking my leg. So this is an interactive experience for me. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.
And I hope this goes the expo goes really well for you, and we might see you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Cheers.
Hi guys, I'm here with Ben at Syrinscape. Now, Ben's pretty impressive. He am I right in saying you tailor-make sound effects for roleplay games?
Yes, absolutely. Music and dragon roars and screaming villagers.
Can you give us a bit of a background of how you got into that?
I'm just studied composition at university. Yeah. I've always been an absolute gaming enthusiast, had a gaming group for years and years and years, and an amateur programmer. And I was playing around with music at the table and never quite getting the satisfaction and what I wanted out of it. Couldn't quite manage the playlist at the right time and playing the wrong thing at the right time. And so I just came up with a solution just purely for my own table.
It's usually how it works out. There's something that you're missing, and then you realise it's quite good, and then you realise actually everyone could deal with it.
That's right, absolutely.
Is there anything in particular that you're quite proud of?
Oh, look, I'm particularly proud of my Red Dragon set, which we brought out recently, which sounds like this.
That's a little bit terrifying.
It is, and the most important sound in the Syrinscape hole in the universe which gets somewhat overused in the event of PC death is this one. The Wilhelm scream.
I'm just going to play that all the time.
Yeah, I'd use it a bit too much at my table, I'm afraid.
I'd use it out of context.
Yeah.
Like someone goes to the toilet. Exactly what I do. Are you having a good event? Are you getting a lot of interest?
This is great. At the cons of the US, they know about Syrinscape a lot, and people are asking questions and engaging as a Syrinscape community member. But here, there's a really low level of awareness, and the general reaction when a tabletop role player finds this is basically comes down to, oh my god, this is amazing. Why didn't this exist already? Here, take my money.
Yeah,
and so it's really
take my money.
It's wonderful getting to sell a product like this.
I mean, I'm impressed at what you've got set up here. I mean, I've not played a roleplay game where they've actually used aesthetics to this point where you can click on demand.
Yeah.
And is this an app?
Yeah, it's an app. It's available on iPad and Android and PC and Mac. It doesn't just play, it's not just a soundboard. Actually, what it does is creates the whole environment. So if you're in a medieval town, it will have people chatting softly in the background. Maybe a hawker will call out later and a cart will go by. And it's not just a 15-minute recording which goes around, it's always the same sequence. So every 15 minutes it's like, oh, it's actually completely dynamically created. So
That's really smart.
each time the hawker calls out, he might come from a different direction in the surround spectrum, maybe the rear speaker, and he might be really far away, and then next time he might be closer in the front or whatever.
That really adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah,
then.
it's really realistic and natural sounding. Doesn't attract attention to itself unless you use the Wilhelm scream.
Unless you need it to.
And it's really, really low attention seeking from the GM. So when you're in the market town, it just runs and runs and runs. And when you're ready for the dragon to attack, you just literally touch, boom, dragon attack.
Cue
Same
dragon.
roll. That's right, cue dragon. That's the last thing you have to do. It takes care of itself. It starts the music, it plays the dragon and everything. People screaming and burning and
That's
things.
really impressive. I mean, this itself is really impressive for me, but have you got anything lined up that we can look forward to?
We have a whole torrent of stuff coming out with Paizo. We have a license with Paizo, the creator of the Pathfinder role-playing game. So there's monster after monster after monster coming out, and obviously all that stuff is applicable to a whole range of fantasy role-playing games. There's also a creator coming out, which is really, really exciting. So people will be able to make their own content. Yeah.
Well, I would not use that inappropriately at all. No, definitely not. Well, I'm really impressed, and I look forward to seeing how you guys do, and I hope that you have a good rest of the event.
Thank you very much.
It's really nice to meet you.
Lovely.
Have a good day.
Right.
See you guys. Bye.
Hi there, UK Board Games Expo people. I'm here with Alex from Warploque. That is how you pronounce it, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Just so you guys are aware, this is the third time we've done this interview because this man kills cameras.
It's not my
It's
fault.
a gift.
It's a gift. I just fry all the membranes and
Oh,
stuff like
in the
that.
membranes.
The membranes.
So, for the third time,
Yes.
what does Warploque do?
Warploque creates a game called Arkworld. Arkworld is a fantasy skirmish miniature game set in the eponymous realm of Arkworld. It is a whimsical fantasy setting where anything can happen, very tongue-in-cheek, and the entire concept was brought about by the fact that people take games too seriously nowadays. Everything is in a grim, dark future.
Yeah. In the dark grimness of grim darkness, I darkly, grimly,
Darkly, grim, dark.
It's like, surely you had a mum. You know, someone went
Someone
there.
didn't cuddle you in a
Yes,
child.
or they
did
cuddled you too much. Because that could get a bit grim and dark.
But yeah, I just thought, at the end of the day, we are grown men playing with toy soldiers. Why
Tiny
take
angry
it
men.
seriously? Tiny little men. So we might as well just have some fun. So I designed a game system which allows people to just enjoy.
Yeah, just
the
go and
hobby.
derp about and have a laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds good, sounds good. So now, all of your miniatures,
Yes.
you hand sculpt them, don't you, for the masters?
Yes. Hand sculpt them from green stuff and Magisculpt.
Yeah, so none of this computer wizardry.
No.
Maybe that's why you kill cameras.
Maybe.
You're like anti-technology.
I'm like, what's the name of those group of people? Not the
Luddites.
Luddites, yeah.
Yeah, you're an aggressive psychic Luddite. There you go. There's a new unit for your game. So no, I mean, like, you do some really tricked out miniatures. Like, there'll be various bits. Like, there'll be some displayed here and some displayed here. And by the way, if you do this with your hands, the production guys have to put a picture in where you put your hands. Or maybe we can do like one together. So So yeah. So you can tell this is the third time we've done this interview because it's just gone out the window, hasn't it? Yeah. So I have heard the story about why you're doing miniatures. So why is there a story about you doing miniatures? What's the
I'm not too sure myself.
Well, no, about university and you doing miniatures.
Oh yeah. Well, I started Warploque properly in my first year of university. I moved to Nottingham. Not for the reasons that it's the hobby capital of the world or anything. No, it wasn't that at all.
No, not at all, not at all.
But so I started this in the first year of university.
Yep.
And I did my Kickstarter, and it got silly. It did a hell of a lot better than I thought it actually would.
And then you went, university?
I basically did a degree to please my parents.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, so I decided that, well, it wasn't really worth my time anymore. Well, it was. Well, my dislike for it eclipsed my fear of the unknown. So I decided to take the leap and try and do this full time.
Good man. So what's on the horizon for Warploque?
Well, I'm just about to release my rulebook, hardback rulebook. That'll have all the, I'm just doing all the artwork and stuff for that at the moment. So that'll be released in the next few months. And after that, I should be doing a new Kickstarter for the expansion of the range.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. So we have six war bands available at the moment, and loads of monsters. And the next expansion, which will be called Arkworld Troubles in the North, we'll be looking at, as it says on the tin, all the northern areas of the world. Will be very much kind of inspired by North European folklore and stuff like that. There'll be lots of new war bands, lots of new monsters, and hopefully a campaign mechanic as well.
Very nice. So lots of shiny new good stuff.
Shiny good, yes.
Yes. Well, so long as you don't kill this camera,
right.
I am sure we will talk to you again. But where can people find you on the internet?
People can find me on www.warploqueminiatures.com or on my Facebook group, facebook.com/Warploque Miniatures.
And how do you spell Warploque?
Warploque, like Baroque.
Yeah, and just before we go, so what are some of the best ways you've heard of pronouncing your particular company name?
Warploque, Warploque, Warplogue.
Warploque's pretty good.
Warplogue, yeah.
Yeah.
Warploque is my personal favourite.
Warploque.
I can do a French version, Warploque.
Warploque. Oh, yeah. No, fair enough, mate. Well, hopefully this will actually see release.
Please, if you actually see this, please
Send help.
Send help. I'm trapped in the screen.
Oh, look after yourself.
I had a really good time, considering it was my first event. What did you think of it?
It was really good. My feet hurt and I slept on the floor.
The feet pain.
Yeah, but no, it was great. I mean, it's the busiest they've ever had. They're expanding next year. GamesQuest made a whole stack of money.
We won an award.
We won an award. Cycling Party won Best General Board Game, which is distributed by GamesQuest, gamesquest.co.uk. And yeah, it was great.
I mean, I'm surprised at just how many people there were. I mean, kids, older people, the amount of dedicated stalls there were to certain games as well, like brand new RPGs that I'd never seen before, considering I'm yet to actually be put in an RPG position, as in tabletop RPG. I'm now terrified. And also I fell in love with a French guy.
Yeah, because you're weak.
I am weak on my ovaries. They bleed love.
More on this to follow.
But anyway, I do think it's 100% something that if you haven't been to it before, you should definitely come to this event. And yeah, I mean, you'd love it. I fell in love with it. I'm definitely coming back.
Well, no, you're not definitely coming back. You are coming back because we're covering it next year.
I wear better shoes and
yeah, better shoes.
Fall in love less easy.
Yeah, and so with that, we also have more competitions. You can find the details in the description below, and apparently there.
It's competition time again. This time, we have 2 prizes up for grabs. The first is a deck box from Basically Wooden, engraved with a dragon and big enough for 75 Magic the Gathering or similar cards. And the second is a resin forest troll miniature by Alex Huntley from Warploque Miniatures. Thanks to Basically Wooden, Warploque and Syrinscape for chatting to us at UK Board Games Expo, and GamesQuest for putting up with us for the weekend. We'll be posting more videos and giveaways in the coming weeks. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe to Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Thanks for watching.